Hey guys, I have had a lot of fun taking a look at concepts of the paler, more fleshy looking aliens that almost made it into the franchise, eventually leading us to the Neomorphs. First up we had the translucent suit and alien, then we had the albino drone concepts for aliens. Next we'll just skip by the alien hybrid for now. Yet before we get to the Neomorphs of Covenant, we have two more concepts, this time from Prometheus, that I want to take a look at. It's here in the early drafts and unused concepts that we find the Babyhead and the Beluga Alien. These classifications can be somewhat confusing because in some instances of the early concept art, the Babyhead was sometimes incorrectly labeled as the Beluga. We begin with the Babyhead, created by the amazing alien concept artist, Carlos Huante. He had already worked on a very similar design for the Alien on the War of the Worlds reboot, and he brought this design to Ridley Scott, which almost made it to screen. You can see here just how similar the two concepts really are. The Babyhead was proposed to be an alien that would quote hatch from Fifield. There were even early storyboards showing this alien burst from the host's face and somehow latch onto the wall and form a young Babyhead alien. The key to this process is that the host, Fifield, was infected by the black chemical substance. He wasn't attacked by any face-hugging type aliens. We see in the Alien Engineer's draft that Fifield was bitten by alien scarab, insect-like creatures, which were the early placeholder for the black substance. Some of the unused footage and concepts of Fifield were closer to a look of a human becoming an alien, but the CGI didn't look quite right, and the heavily masked and suited Fifield stance just didn't look right on film, prompting the eventual look that we got in Prometheus. It is obvious that the weird boxed up stance of Fifield is referring to the Babyhead, at least in my opinion. There's also artwork of Milburn changing into a Babyhead, yet no context is given on if this was done by exposure to the black catalyst substance, or if by a facehugger or proto-facehugger creature. The Hammerpede didn't seem to impregnate Milburn in the final Prometheus movie, but it was soaked in the substance before coming into contact with him. Famous alien designer and set artist H.R. Giger even visited production early on in Prometheus and drew some of his own quick sketches and ideas for the Babyhead alien. He also included sketches for the facehugger / Hammerpede prototypes, and even the sketch for a female-looking alien hybrid-like creature. With the Beluga alien, this one is almost there on our eventual path to the Neomorph. The Beluga Xenomorph, or Belugamorph, was meant to be more of an alien that's implanted into Holloway when he is attacked by the Octo facehugger. This alien would be closer to the Xenos than the Babyhead, as it was implanted by a facehugger-like creature. The Octo facehugger was an amazing idea for a prototype early version of the facehugger. This version of the creature was held in a mollusk-like egg sac instead of the traditional egg, and the draft notes that they are boneless. They were attached to the ceiling and were said to be inset in some kind of honeycomb-like recess. Much like the Ovomorphs, they would sense movement in the area and open up, dropping the Octo facehugger on a strand of mucus. When Shaw finds Holloway, he was actually dropped out of, and I quote, a tracheal air shaft down onto the floor. The hugger would die shortly after implantation, showing yet more of the later facehugger traits. Shaw would then rescue Holloway and later on make love to him, during which he would suffer a new type of horrific chest bursting as seen here in the concept art. The resulting alien is a Beluga alien. Its pale color and head shape resembled its namesake, the beluga whale. It escapes and is able to quickly grow into a much larger size where it starts to kill off the crew members. Much like the Octo facehuggers, this alien had no bones and could bend and squeeze its way into tight places. In one attack scene, the alien literally pours into water below as a liquid, from which it stands up in a humanoid shape. It was described by the victims as boneless yet monstrously strong. A human face could be seen under its fleshy skull, a remnant of Holloway. The Beluga alien was meant to be a more natural form of the alien. It was slightly more human, or I should say more like its host, than alien when compared to the Neomorph. David explained that the bony, more standard facehugger along with the Xenomorphs are weaponized versions of these aliens. He even states that there are different types of aliens in each cargo hold on the Juggernaut. Unfortunately, this is all the information we have on the Babyhead and Beluga alien concepts. In the end, our trail of more natural fleshy type aliens started in the beginning at 1979 and ends up on screen as the Neomorphs in Alien Covenant. Say what you want about the prequel films, but I really enjoyed the presentation of the Neomorph. What are your thoughts on the Babyhead aliens? Do you like the Beluga better than the Neomorph? With the Juggernauts having multiple cargo holds, there's room for many alien variants. And as always, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.